This machine is from Glownar. Have you guys heard of Glownar?
Yes.
Okay, so Glownar has lots of different machines, lots of different electrical modalities. This is just one. This particular machine is their Hydroderm oxygen infusion. It's called Oxylune. So there's a lot of different machines. This is just the one we did research on and we decided to buy. Has anybody, you guys said you've heard of hydrofacial, but no one's got hydrofacial, right? No one has got it before? Okay. So if you've ever had a hydrofacial, you'll notice that there's like 6 different canisters. Have you guys, those of you that have gotten a facial, did you notice that? So there's 6 different canisters with 6 different solutions. A hydrofacial kind of like, you can use an ingredient per facial step. So what do I mean by that? What are the facial steps? Cleansing. So you can actually use, on the hydrofacial, you can use a canister for a cleanser.
Scrub.
And then what's after cleanser?
Scrub.
Oh, well, thanks.
It's
Toner.
toner. What's after toner? So you can use another canister for toner. What's after toner? You guys don't know the steps of
Wait,
a
the
facial?
whole thing kind of be like
So are you
Would you
cleansing
double
once
cleanse?
or twice?
Okay.
Yeah, are you double
Oh, look
cleansing?
at your, I gave you guys handouts. Look at your handout.
Oh my gosh, it's right there, that whole thing.
Okay, so what does it say on the first step?
Oh, cleanse, apply the steam, cleanse the eyes and lips, and then pre-cleanse. Once you finish, apply the cleanser to the face and neck, apply the toner.
Yes. So if you don't already do this as part of your facial, you need to start because this is a typical facial, okay? If you've ever, had a facial, I've worked at a lot of different spas. This is standard. European facial, comes from Europe, okay? So you do eyes and lips. You can do inhalation. You do eyes and lips. Then you do your first cleanse. Then you do your second cleanse. Then you tone. Then you do skin analysis. Why do you need to do skin analysis?
So you know what their skin texture is like?
Very good. Yes. So you can see what's going on and I can basically pick the serum that I want to use, right?
Yes.
And you also would pick their exfoliant, their mask, depending on their skin. Then with this protocol, what does it say on step 3? Exfoliation?
Step 4
Step
is
4.
exfoliate.
Okay.
Choose the best hydro face tip for the client, and then use a hydro
Yes.
boost.
Yes. So this is where you can incorporate the machine. You can incorporate your hydroglycolic boost to exfoliate because glycolic boost is glycolic acid. So that's where you would incorporate this, and you have to prep this all before your client gets here. The way you do it is there's the canisters that are red and blue, which actually the blue is going to be the one with the solution. The red is going to be the one that like dumps the solution out. There's measurements here because it'll cause backflow. So you can't go under over 200 mLs. You pick the serum that you want to use. So I am going to try the glycolic boost, I think, because I didn't try it on her before. Well, actually, what time is it?
It's 6:30.
No, we don't have time. Sorry. Sorry, Carmen. But we could do we could do vitamin C and hyaluronic acid boost. So if you wanted to do the glycolic boost and add another boost, you need to pre-prep the solutions. So you have to like put your solutions already mixed in a cup so that you can transfer them out. Does that make sense? Because this only has 1 canister. A typical hydrofacial would have like 4 to 6. Yeah. So because this is a cheaper machine, big difference, $3,500 compared to $30,000, right? There's a big difference. You need to kind of transfer your canisters out, okay? Okay, so after exfoliant, then we're going into step 5, which is extractions. And they actually have a salicylic boost, which you can use right before extractions. Kind of like your, disincrustation solution. Yes. After you do that, you can actually do extractions, clean up with a toner. You can perform a massage, although I do not recommend performing a massage when you're doing this kind of treatment on the face. I would do the shoulders and arms, right? Then you're gonna do a serum if you wanna do a serum, which is quote unquote, our other serums that we have here, vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. You can do one or you can mix them both together. Does that make sense? Okay, after that, then you're gonna do your mask, and then you just finish up the facial tone. You can do another serum, moisturize eye and lip, and then SPF during the day. Okay? All right, and these canisters, they kind of have like little grooves, and they need to have the plastic on. This machine is very finicky with these plastic rings. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like they kind of loosen, so you have to keep checking them because they send you more. But if they get too loose, it won't fasten.
I was thinking I could order more canisters.
Yes. And then 20 drops of hyaluronic. Just to make like 200 mLs. And you can actually mix this however you want. Like for example, I did this backwards. The straw needs to be with the solution, and then the red canister's the gross stuff. That's how you tell which canister goes where.
So blue is kind of like good,
Blue's the
red is
clean,
bad.
red
Yes,
is the junk.
yes.
That makes sense. Is that just distilled water?
Yes. So, yes, thank you, Bridget. I added like 175 mLs of distilled water. The machine only takes distilled water. You can't use anything else. Distilled water and then your serums. And now we're good to go. Now we have to choose our tip. So there's different tips. Let me give this to
Nelly, did you say 75 water or 170?
tips. These are for extractions. Let me show you. Actually, I only have one spiral tip, so I can't show you that one in case I want to extract. So we have a spiral tip that's specifically for extractions. We have a lymphatic drainage tip. That one I can show you. Sorry, I'm gonna pass it around. So that's the lymphatic drainage tip. If you guys, well, is lymphatic drainage in your scope of practice?
No. Well, it depends. Face wise, but we wouldn't be able to do it like on the body or after.
Yeah.
Got it. Then can
The
I take a
window
picture of
blinds.
that?
Okay, I can see.
Okay.
So the only part that would section on that part is the little plus thing?
They all kind of suction, but this has more texture.
Gotcha.
This. So let me pick my tip. I'm gonna do the gentle tip, which is which one, you guys?
She sleeps.
The window.
Yeah, the window blind.
Oh.
So the way that you put this on is, again, you have to make sure these rings are on here, otherwise it doesn't go on correctly. Okay, like that. So we're ready to go. Another thing that's different about this particular machine, because you got to get to know each machine, that these machines are at an angle. The hydrofacials are actually flat, so you have to make sure that when you're using this, you are making complete contact with the skin or you won't get suction. Okay? And it'll make sense. So this gun comes
Dermo did them
in
for me for free.
a box like this. This is the oxygen gun, okay? I think it's in there because I cleaned it. I don't remember why it's in here, to be honest. But it does come like this. It comes with the cord like this, and all you need to do is plug it together, and then you put distilled water in the canister. Has anybody done airbrush before?
I haven't, but I've watched it.
Okay, same concept, literally the same gun. It's literally the same, okay? So you're gonna open up your canister, put a little distilled water, and then you're gonna put your serum. And what happens here is basically the oxygen is going to infuse the serum at the same time.
Ooh. Sorry.
And I don't know about you guys, but I have seen a lot of machines. I don't really understand how the oxygen is being filtered, because the machine that I use kind of has like a big like how do I explain it? You guys know EMTs and paramedics, when they resuscitate people, they have like the big, yeah, usually the oxygen machines will have a big thing like that. This one doesn't, but they assured me that it still filters, so we're just gonna go with that. Do you have a headband for her? Test my machine before we start. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but on the home screen it has Hydrodermabrasion and then oxygen. Do you see that? Sorry. I'll turn it to you guys. And then depending on what you're using, right, you're gonna press the button. That's all, okay? There's a couple of different knobs. I'm gonna go over what they are. The clear cord over here is going to be where the solution, that's why this one over here with the straw, this canister, right, that's where it's sucking the solution, and then the recycle is the blue that goes into the red canister, right? Then you have two knobs. One of them says intensity, the other one says like valve something, right? It says water flow control knob. So this one knob controls the intensity of the suction. This one controls the flow of the serum. Does that make sense? Be very go very slow and low, because if you do this, like if you turn up the intensity all the way up with the valve all the way up, you're gonna go through your solution within like 10 seconds. Okay? So I'm gonna, what did I do? Let's press the Hydroderm. We're gonna press, it always has a timer, 30-minute timer. You're just gonna press play, right? It's gonna start. We're gonna turn up our suction first. You can hear it. You're always gonna wear gloves with suction because you can pull bodily fluid out, right? Even with microderm. So I have good suction. Now I'm gonna incorporate the serum. You have to let it do its thing. So you have to wait a little bit, okay? Because it has to kind of get there. Does that make sense? Yeah. And now I have good valve. That's so cool. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna pause. We're ready to go. I'm gonna go into my oxygen gun. So I'm going to home. Can you see, Bridget? Oxygen. You are going to push down and back for oxygen, okay? So we're gonna press play. I know that I'm good, right? I can feel it. Okay, home. Now we're gonna start with our facial. We know we're ready because everything works. You always have to test your modalities before you. It's gonna work around your.
Sorry, I should have washed it first. I didn't know.
Okay. I should have done inhalation because you never relax. Carmen's
You
like
think?
the client that like. You know the client that keeps their eyes open? No. They're like.
I do not. That's hilarious.
What are you doing
What are you doing? Let's put it up. Okay, I'm calm.
I'm gonna do inhalation after this first cleanse because I don't believe you. Okay, so I did sensitive cleansing oil. I like to do sensitive cleansing oil as my first cleanse with everybody because oil attracts oil. And this one is really good at removing like the dirt, debris, makeup. And I like to use it dry hands, dry face. And then I emulsify with water. It turns like a creamy white. My helper, can you give me some aesthetic wipes, the cotton ones?
So when your client comes, should this machine already be prepped and ready to go?
Yes.
So you don't have, so like your table and everything, like your hands and everything should be set pre-washed, ready to go?
100% ready.
Okay.
Because think about it, when you guys are working, you're usually doing 60-minute treatments.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to wait for you to set up.
Okay.
They want to get in and out. And if they come to you and you're taking 20 minutes to set up, that is the last facial they'll get with you. Because
Got it.
everybody's on a time crunch.
And how long does this machine take to?
Ideally, like if this was in my room, I could have this set up in like 5 minutes. But
Okay.
this isn't my area, so for me it was like I was over there and then over here and then trying to get this and then
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here. It's just not my zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should take a setup should take 15 minutes. I time my girls.
Okay.
15-minute setup because otherwise you're not gonna make money.
Sweet.
How long does it take the machine to break down, like,
Yeah.
like the full?
That does take a while.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you should never book back to back with the machine?
I would say give yourself like 30 minutes
Okay.
for this because you gotta clean up, which takes 15 minutes, and then you gotta add another 15 minutes to clean this.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
to set up, so like at least an hour.
Like 5 minutes?
Okay.
Like I would say, like if you can get it within 30 minutes, that's like what you want, you know. They used to book us with hydrofacial, like 15-minute breakdown, cleanup, and the machine. Like I was like, you guys, that's what they booked us, like, cause the owner didn't know aesthetics, so like of course they don't understand, you know. But yeah, I would say 30 minutes is a good rule of thumb. Also, you don't need to do a deep clean, which I was gonna go over cleaning at the end, but since we're talking about it now, we don't need to do a deep clean after every client. It's gonna be depending on how many clients you are servicing. So for example, let's say you're doing, I don't know, 15 hydrofacials a week, Monday through Friday. On Friday is when you wanna do a deep clean. So the way that you do a deep clean is you do equal parts vinegar and distilled water, and you run a cycle through, okay? They also sell like a special cleaner, but, I mean, if you wanna buy the money, right? Like if you wanna waste the money, up to you.
Solution's expensive.
It's very expensive, and this is like a very economical machine, and everything is expensive for this. Can you imagine?
Can it be like different solutions?
I did research, and there's one other formula that can be used with this specific brand. It's called ageless serums. So you can do the ageless serums, they work the same, but that's as much as I would do. I wouldn't buy it off Amazon.
Calling you out today.
So you just need a little bit of this. Have you guys tried this? Try the products. How do you know you like them?
I've tried a lot more now, but I never tried.
I love the Urban Under Cleanser. It is got malachite clay, which is like a copper rich magnet. So basically, like it's like a very rich, luxurious type of a cleanser that feels like clay, but it foams. It's for all skin types. I personally like it for combination skin. We should have gave you a facial.
She would have been snoring.
Oh, well, you made me feel bad.
Oh no, I was just. Petra's like a
deserves it.
very hard worker.
She
so
works so hard.
yeah, like when she stops, it's like no, like her body's like no, I'm done. You know those people. You're like that too, partner. But I don't sleep. I just like rest. Although I was gonna take a nap.
I know
What happened to that?
today. Sorry, I'm gonna get a towel. Beds are a
It
lot
just
more
left it.
comfortable.
I'm like, is it like kindergarten? Can we take naps? Run a lunch?
I've been saying
We
that
have
for
cots.
years.
Can I get nap time back?
Yes. I think it'd be so productive. You'd see, people would be so much more
They do that in other
productive.
countries, I mean, it
Yeah.
does work.
In Italy, they like close down for a nap. The
They're onto
siestas.
something, but the US
Self-care.
is. I know.
Carmen, we can't see because your legs are up.
Oh,
Everybody.
Do you need a bolster?
I have it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Interesting, you guys. Look at my gloves.
Ew.
Those towels. Just kidding.
Don't scare her.
Scary towels.
She's gonna be like, oh, it's on my face.
Whatever.
My students
Dirty.
bring their own towels.
Yeah.
They do. Okay, girls.
I've tried everything. I even tried to get a washing machine in Nellie's room.
Yeah, we did. We tried really hard. We were like, just give us a washing machine. We'll wash our own towels.
No way we can bring our own bleach and all that.
It's insane.
Make sure all the hairs are out.
At least separate them from Cosmo and
Dang thing. Whereas Lou Ross, they
Well, that's why we get federal funding, is because we're community based. So our city and our state pays for us to help the community. That's why we make it less expensive. We have welding and all these programs to help people get careers that maybe don't want to go to college or whatever. You know what I mean? So they still have an option. That's not a super expensive option.
You wouldn't know the Ross and all that money.
They're checking them all out, and people are like, I don't like it. Coming there, I'm like, okay.
pay a ton.
They don't do any like financial aid because they're hybrid to the government. and let them.
That's the one thing I want to figure out is why we can't accept FAFSA. It's like, I think because we're already federally funded, so we don't qualify.
Doing enzyme therapy with softening gel, mixing it in. I'm just gonna do a very gentle exfoliant because we're gonna do the hydrofacial, and she's dry. She's very dry. She's not really in need of a lot of exfoliation. She's more in need of hydration. So this will give her a little bit of something
What did you say that was, Nelly? You said enzyme?
with softening gel. Yeah, that's how you make enzyme therapy. It's 1 blue scoop of softening gel to 2 white scoops of enzyme therapy.
Can I ask you a question? I know.
That is-
I use this for the back.
It goes
I don't
in
use
the
this. I'm gonna do it in my hand. Sorry.
Kind of just going off the gloves, that's not like a concern, like, that you would want to like switch gloves or something, like what happened with why
This is from the Urban Undo Cleanser because of the malachite clay.
Okay.
Yeah. But let's say I was doing extractions, yes, definitely. Because I just touched bodily fluid and I don't want to spread that.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Ew.
I think she's talking about the
I'm just
Bodily fluids.
yes.
You don't have to wear gloves during a facial unless you're dealing with a chemical or bodily fluid. In the state of California, we don't have to. There's other states that require it. We don't. It's just preference.
Do you recommend nitrile or vinyl?
Nitrile, definitely. These are nitrile. Most people are allergic to vinyl or latex.
You're wearing an extra small.
Yeah, people that have allergies.
You have to know if you're wearing extra small.
Why do they look small?
Because she wants them.
Because I need
Oh, I
some
got
in
these
class.
from Costco. I buy my own gloves because the school only has nitrile. These are small. Do you have any tingling?
What do you mean, William Nitro? You don't have the ones you need?
I'll let you know which ones I use. No, Crystal said we can't order them unless I like. That's what she told me. I know.
But tell me why.
She says that whoever our person is doesn't have that.
Okay.
Do you have any sensation on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 meaning you don't feel anything, and 10 meaning you feel it a lot.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's a little cold on my chin.
When you're using the
Inhalation for my homegirl to relax. 3 deep breaths.
That THC.
I did not use that in the classroom. Very.
No.
Jen, what are you guys doing over there?
not that.
It's just
that.
a me off guard with that one too.
She so put me off guard.
It's just essential.
It's bergamot essential. Do you guys like the essential oils?
Yeah.
Has any? Yeah.
I only like the bergamot. I don't like the
Okay. I love essential. I just like, for me, it's like smell is everything.
Same.
Smell, you guys, goes into our brains, into the olfactory, where emotion is stored, and we can trigger memory.
They're like, I said all the, because I have a bunch of mom friends.
They're really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have PCOS, so, you know, hormonal migraines.
What is it called? Because I think I have it too.
Let's say that's the pimple, and you come up from the side.
Okay, that's cool. You
Yeah.
like that better than like the eyelid ones?
This is a famous tool. This is actually $200. I think it's called the Preston extractor.
Can
you
I
guys
see
haven't
that
heard
tool?
of it?
Can we see it for a video?
Yeah, but she has nothing to extract. You
No,
guys.
just the tool.
What about
Just
this
the
one?
tool. Oh wait.
We have to edit it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
showed
one
her-
right there?
I showed her that.
Okay.
Oh no, that's the only one I see. Thank you.
Oh, he will? Oh my God, he got so rich off this tool.
I know. And he's like, there's a national, like, people, like, always calling in. He has, like, YouTube on how to actually
Use the
hold
tool.
it. Yeah. Because it's like a full-on technique.
Yeah. All right.
How do you use the other side?
Every tool's different, so it depends on the tip. So like this guy, this is a loop, right? So let's say like that. She doesn't have anything.
Does she have on her side of her nose?
Try. But for these, I usually
Don't
do,
hurt me.
Like, she's honestly done. I'm not gonna torture her, but I'm just gonna show you. So pretend like this is the pimple, right? So you put it inside the loop and you kind of slide in, and you do it on each corner.
I just always feel like I'm hurt. Like
It does hurt. Extractor tools hurt a lot more than the hands. So it's kind of your.
Can you show me the hoop? Because I was back there when you did
Oh
it.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
Just how you
pretend.
would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretend.
Okay. So let's say this. Oh, this is a good one.
There you go.
So you squeeze up like you pinch, and you come at an angle.
Oh. I'm adding that to my Christmas list.
But it's not coming out.
But that's really cool. Thank you.
You guys found your stuff.
What do you mean? Ah, I got it.
Right when you walk away.
Yeah.
Thank you. You get so excited.
Okay. Serum, infusing the serum.
So you just
Can you hear
hit
from
play.
my phone? Sir?
I press play. I press Hydroderm. Press play. I'm gonna check my suction. Make sure my cord is not tangled. Like I have enough cord. And I'm gonna answer a question that was a really good question over there. Oh, you know what? Let me pause this for a second because I didn't do a toner. I'm gonna lower the valve just a smidge. Sorry, guys.
The valve, is that the one that's pulling the solution?
It's the one that's pulling the serum.
It's really leaky, the machine.
I was gonna
Like
say,
the
it's
one
kind of
with
going down.
It went that way, so I thought it was going higher, but I see.
That's better. Yeah, it is very leaky. She's right.
Like the
Okay.
one at the doctor's office doesn't leak at all.
Yeah.
cause it's probably the $55,000 one. Yeah.
Okay,
Probably the
so
actual hydro.
Yeah.
hold the skin taut, right? 2-finger hold, whatever fingers you like. You're gonna do 2 directions equals 1 pass, just like microderm. So those of you that have done microderm, you should know this. One direction could be vertical, one direction could be horizontal, one direction can be diagonal. It doesn't matter what directions you do, as long as you do 2 different directions, that's 1 pass. You could do the whole face one direction, then the whole face another, that's the whole face 1 pass. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm gonna do vertical and horizontal, that's how I work. Everybody's different though. Test my section. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
I feel like it's sucking like crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
And I don't know if you guys see what I mean, but do you see how the tip is slant?
Yeah.
So you have to keep it flush because it really doesn't like flush with itself, if that makes sense.
You can't have it like upright, you have to go with the slant.
Exactly. Nothing's coming out right now. Sorry. Okay, so somebody had a question like, how do you know what, who to do this on, right? Like who not to do this? Who's contraindicated? Oh, there it goes. Hi.
It's working.
It's weird because I
I can feel it,
see
though.
it, but it's not like on you.
This is the only machine we can use on a rosacea skin.
Yes, exactly. So this one is going to be, it's good for sensitive skin, for rosacea skin. This is amazing for that type of skin. And everybody can really benefit. I would say the contraindications would be like the obvious ones, like cold sores, broken capillaries, right?
But sometimes with rosacea, if you have really broken capillaries, would you just
As
like
long as
not...
it's not too bad, if that makes sense.
Rosacea is a small, it's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys, these are okay. So it's kind of like, how do I explain it? It's the serum's coming out and you're kind of catching the serum and rubbing it in at the same time. Does that make sense? Okay, so I did vertical center. Now I'm gonna go back and do horizontal. Everybody kind of works differently. When I did this to Deb, my skin is very thin. She kind of got like a little bit of
Redness.
yeah.
Did you know? That happens when we get old though, right? Older?
How long should...
Oh, I thought I had old lady skin too.
Like maybe 7 minutes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. Yeah, as long as it's not grade 3 or 4. So like your cystic.
Yeah.
Like after that, you want it to calm down first. Would you be able to do
What happens if you suck a cystic thread?
You'll pop it.
Oh.
And it'll spread bacteria.
And it could probably like harm the skin right there, right? Like make it like worse, like scarring and everything.
What did you say?
It's a clog machine.
Clog the machine with your acne?
Oh, man.
I'm gonna turn up the suction. But it's like going. So weird. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, pinkies all on my face.
She's like, do I?
She's like,
Good,
wow.
it's not, it's not leaking.
I'm not complaining. I'm good.
Have you guys done microderm yet? I would definitely do microderm first. I'm just doing kisses because she's got a little bit of broken cap. She's so cute.
I like them.
These are kisses. They're
So you
like
just twist it?
press and twist. So it's kind of like a spot. Yeah, kind of like you're just kind of working it without working it.
How do you get in the nose crease?
I need to change the tip.
Just, which way?
Which
Sorry.
tip would you use, the gentle one?
Probably.
Because it has a more of a supple kind of clean.
Eventually, you guys are gonna get your own flow. Some estheticians are ambidextrous. I am not. I can use my left hand, but I can't really control this with my left hand. Like, it has to be my right.
I can't do anything with
I'm
my left.
left-handed.
Oh, you can.
But I
So
can't do
can you
anything
do
with my
anything with
right.
your right?
Yeah. I mean, like the stuff that I've been like conditioned to do my whole life, like the mouse and scissors and stuff. Yeah, but like other than that, it's useless. Are you doing those kisses on the nose or on the cheek?
Kind of both, because she's got broken capillaries and she's got a lot of redness. So I don't want to like suck the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's irritating.
My old lady skin.
No.
Looks great.
Not have old lady skin.
It's the rednesses.
Should have old lady skin with all those free microderm and stuff.
It's the best.
I mean, I don't know if they're my girls. I'll go with that.
Now I'm gonna bump up the serum. Oh, there's nothing left.
Up the jam.
That's why I was wondering, like, how long does it take before, like, everything?
Like
It's just
five-
one.
I'm just gonna give her a little bit more
dermaplaning on me too,
situation
but you're
here.
not allowed to do it all.
Situation?
But she would just do like on my nose and on my lips and that was it. Like she wouldn't like go.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're getting. I don't know why. Where did this hair come from?
You added, it's part of the.
Oh
I have a lot
my
of hair.
God, what is the problem with this hair situation?
It's pretty bad when you have it on a client that comes in and you're like pulling off the hair.
Which level are you
Before
in?
you,
He's about to graduate.
no, before you
Yeah.
do that
I
on
graduated
client, you
in 2
just,
weeks.
make
Oh,
sure
congratulations.
It's been a long $600.
She's like, we're just like, I'm ready to go. So.
The night program takes longer, guys. Sorry.
Well, also Bridget had like a little bit longer too. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Took a break.
She came from COVID, right?
Yeah, I did online for level 1.
I did level 1 and 9 too.
And then we weren't running it forever. This is the
Yeah,
first
but
time
then I
we've
had to-
ran
Oh,
it.
so
You guys are our very first class back. We haven't run it in
you did it
over
like
a year.
during COVID
She's
at
all
home
by
and stuff?
herself.
I did that too, and then I waited to come back until we had night classes.
Did you have, there was 2, it was doctor. Gabriella here.
I couldn't even tell you.
I had that and then Miss
Wait,
D
what's
for
your name?
makeup.
Yeah, I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie, yes, she's been trying to come back for a while too.
I was
We
like,
just
well,
didn't
that's
have
Carmen,
it.
but I was like, I'm not gonna interrupt.
Hi, Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's like, I'm Stephanie.
She's like, wait, I heard, no, actually, that's
like,
what,
what's your name?
that's what Laura said to me at the first night. She's like, oh, you're Stephanie Jackson. I was like,
Oh,
what?
Because it makes such a big deal. When I have returns or transfers, they make a huge deal out of it.
I'm sorry, but thank you.
I tried my hardest to get you guys all.
I
It's just
wanted to
very
come back here so
difficult.
She
bad.
does. It's not up to her though, all the time. Okay, I'm gonna do my nose, her nose, and then we're done.
Yeah, thank God we got the night going though, because that's how I got it.
Yeah, thank goodness for Miss Jan.
Yeah. That worked out perfect.
Wait, which tip are you using for the nose? The gentle one?
Yeah, it's like this. This one is specifically spiral small.
Okay, so it's a small, but it's a spiral.
See how it comes out like sometimes it'll come out like you don't control the suction.
Oh, like the liquid
it'll
will
just
just-
like pouring.
Smelling her nose.
Yeah.
Is that trial and error with you guys? And you guys
Oh yeah. Yeah. Who was my model? Was it Scar? Scar. We were trying it with Scar, and it was like
Leaking everywhere.
Yeah.
Happened with us too.
So then you kind of just rub it in like here.
and for the eyes, would you just do the same like the
You can go
microderm?
here
Yeah.
and here.
So you can do. So you would do the kisses, not like the
I wouldn't.
horizontal.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go like probably above the cheekbone much.
No. This is the thinnest skin.
Yeah.
I told Han, she wants a demo. I was like, girl, demo.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get her serum.
Yeah.
I gotta get it
Is this
here.
something that you can use in the
keep us
décolleté
busy at
area?
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah,
But for the
Okay,
body,
your
I would
serum.
invest
Yeah.
in a body tip.
I have two for you.
So it would be like a
I
bigger,
think I have like
larger one?
I think I have like 6 left.
And
so
would you
two,
say
two,
this
and
is
two.
like kind of like a wet microdermabrasion?
Exactly.
But you have to lock them up.
Exactly.
In your,
That's exactly what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
In your
But it's
night
more
cabinet
gentle.
or whatever.
Yes, because the tips are not as
Yeah, but-
exfoliating, and you're infusing a serum.
Yeah.
So you're not
just
Or not like
you
the
know what I
diluted-
mean? So that
where
everybody
you're
has their
filing
own.
the face,
Yeah.
right?
No, we were just watching the hydrofacial.
Thank you so much again, Miss Ellie, for teaching us this.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks
This
for
is
having
very
us.
interesting.
So,
We're pretty much done. If anybody needs to do anything else, we're just gonna do a mask and then calm her skin and then finish her up. So you guys don't have to stay if you wanna.
oh,
Do you want to go back
Do your thing.
do the chocolate?
So,
Okay.
what is your skin type?